Hi, mis amigos. Leticia here. I trust your week is going well so far. Happy spring. I understand today in Canada and I guess maybe the United States as well. It's officially the first day of spring. Yesterday, we celebrated the first day of spring here in Mexico. My friends, I know yesterday I did a bit of a personal live stream. Today, I wanted to get back to my webinars, and it's been a little while since I've done one. Things have been busy here, and honestly, I'm just doing my best to handle everything. And I apologize. I know there are a couple of you that I owe some email responses to. Thank you for your patience. I will get to them. Thank you again for your patience. Okay. So, my friends, I wanted to come and talk to you about this new project located in beautiful Puerto Morelos. Puerto Morelos, as some of you may know, is a municipality located right in between Playa del Carmen and Cancun. And what I find interesting about Puerto Morelos is that it's a very small municipality, currently about 20,000 people. And the beach side of Puerto Morelos is literally located in between the ocean and a big lagoon. So really, we have very limited available land for development, and the land that is there is very close to the ocean. So in the case of this particular project that I'm going to talk to you about, it's got a very privileged location, only literally a 2-minute walk to the beach. Incredible. Literally, it's a thrown, what do you call it? A stone throws away. Okay. And yeah, let me just get to it. Okay. Let me bring up my the project. Okay. Thanks for your patience. Okay. Okay, my friends, this project, my friends, in Puerto Morelos is called A-Lux or A-Lush, and A-Lush 33. The project consists of studio units that come fully equipped. Most of them, or about half of them, are facing towards the ocean. The other half are facing towards this jungle and lagoon at the back. As I mentioned, it's really, when I see when I show you the map from above, you'll understand what I mean. There isn't much development land at all. So for those of you who are looking for an investment property, I think you're going to have a lot less competition in Puerto Morelos versus even Playa del Carmen or versus Tulum, where we have had significantly more development. Okay, so 44 studios. It's a boutique slash mid-sized project. It will have, of course, this amazing infinity pool on the rooftop. And yes, lots of privacy. Again, once I show you the location on the map, you will be quite impressed, my friends. Okay, I guess they plan, we'll get into the amenities in a little bit, but oh, there we are. Okay, so they're going to have a yoga room, roof garden, infinity pool. There's going to be a pool bar. So I guess what you see depicted here, nice. That's quite the life right there. Obviously, there's going to be on-site security, Wi-Fi. There's going to be a gym. That's a request we often get from the health-conscious people that like to come to this area. The building will have an elevator, lounge chairs, hammocks, grill zone. And in addition to that, this building already comes with convenios, or what would we call that in English? Agreements or preferential relationships with a local beach club, a local golf club, golf course, and it's the Gran Coyote Golf Course, which, yes, it's located close to Puerto Aventura, so a small, I would say about a half an hour drive from there, but it's a world-class PGA golf course for any of you who are into that. And even more adventurous, we have a relationship with a local polo club, which is located right in Puerto Morelos. That is quite an exciting sport that I am not signing up for, but some of you may be more adventurous. Okay, my friends. So I'm going to see if I can actually bring this up on a larger map. But those of you who have already visited Puerto Morelos, you know that there is a highway. You know what? That map doesn't do it justice. Let me see if I can actually show it on the bigger map. Okay, there's the Google pin. Okay, let's go there. I hope this loads. Okay, all right. Well, you see what I mean, my friends. Okay, I'm going to see if I can make this a little smaller. So Puerto Morelos has two parts to it. we have the beach side of Puerto Morelos where this beautiful project will be located, and then we have the town of Puerto Morelos, which is where most locals live, but we also have increasingly some residential neighborhoods being developed for quite attractive pricing. These are more for people that want to live here full time. I'm not saying, I mean, some of these houses also would get rented out. But if you are primarily looking for an investment property, I think, the closer you want to be to the beach, the nice thing about this part of Puerto Morelos, which again, they cannot develop any further. This whole area here and here is a lagoon, and it's protected jungle lands, and it cannot be developed. Like literally, there are crocodiles as you drive down this road. Which, by the way, it's about, I want to say, a 2 kilometer drive from. This is the highway that connects Cancun to Playa del Carmen. Look, let's zoom in a bit more, or zoom out rather. You see Cancun International. This is where Puerto Morelos is, and this is Playa del Carmen. So we're talking about, I think, a 25-minute driving distance to Cancun International Airport. So very accessible. And again, what I particularly like about Puerto Morelos, there isn't a lot of competition in terms of rentals. Case in point, my son and I, we wanted to go for a little weekend getaway a couple of weekends ago, and I really like Puerto Morelos. It's so lovely, so quaint, very pretty. You can walk around, and you have like beach access, direct beach access, multiple public beach accesses. It's really lovely. Now, I looked on booking.com. There was almost nothing nice available. Most of the accommodations that currently exist in Puerto Morelos are, they were built quite a while ago, so they're not particularly attractive. But they can, because they don't have any competition, they can afford to charge what I felt were not very competitive rates. So we ended up going to Cancun, where there was a bit more variety of accommodations. But really, definitely there is room for some higher end projects here, and these will be some gorgeous studios. So again, let me just zoom in a little bit more just to explain to you a little bit about the location, but there's a video there as well that I'm going to show you. So right here in front of the property, we actually have a public facility. It's because Puerto Morelos, Puerto means port, okay? So there is a facility where they inspect the shipping container. So there's nothing that can be built here because this is a government facility. There are a couple of buildings that were permitted to be built, but they're actually further. You see Distrito Puerto. Over here, this is all like not buildable because it's government works, okay? So you're gonna have pretty unimpeded ocean views. So let me get back to the presentation, and I'll continue explaining, okay? And like I said, the video should also explain things a little better. It's nice that the building will have a gym. I find that this is a very common request of people coming to this area. And to be honest, on the beach side of Puerto Morelos, I don't even know if there is a public gym. I'll have to think about it. I don't think there is. In town, like close to the highway, yes, there are. I'm sure there is a gym there, but so it's a welcome amenity. Yoga room for those sunrise yoga seekers. Oh my goodness! And this is a unique amenity. They're even gonna have. They literally call it the poker room. I guess a games room, which will have a table set up for poker if you're into that. Okay, roof garden. We already know that. Now I don't know if this is gonna be a service bar. I mean, this will be up to the owners if they want to have it as a service bar. In any case, or service bar or resto bar. In any case, there will be, ample sitting area, beautiful sitting area on the rooftop. Now, all the studios, they're very similar. There are two types of studios, my friends. All of them are 48 square meters, as you can see here, which comes to, I'll tell you, it's a decent size for a studio, because here in Playa and even in Tulum, we're seeing some studio units that are, to give you an example, like 34 square meters. So 48, that comes to 516 square feet versus some of the under 400 square feet, which is what we're seeing in a lot of the newer buildings. I'm going to show you, we do have a couple of different floor plans available. Let's have a look here. First of all, let me show you a few more renders. Let's see what I could show you. We have, so this studio will have a view towards the beach. It says Vista Playa. Now, I thought it was kind of interesting, the layout here. They chose to put the bed closer to the entrance, the kitchen here, and you can do your cooking, food prep over here. And I think the reason they did that is that they figured people will be hanging out more in the living area versus in the bed, and why not enjoy the ocean views from the sitting slash living area. Okay. And my friends, what's interesting, because of the location of this property, units as low as the second floor will have a view towards the ocean. Now, these studios, and this is the other floor plan available, and I will confirm, because this is the opposite floor plan, where you come in, you have the kitchen here, okay, and then you have the sitting area. Okay, different layout. I guess this is a more common layout we would see, where you have the kitchen closer to the entrance, and then you have the bed area. They are designed to have a work area in there. Now, that being said, these studios are not being delivered furnished. I expect that closer to the delivery date, the developer will make available some furniture packages. In the meantime, though, I myself know of furniture companies and designers that can definitely help you in this area. We have a number of options available. The building itself, again, let's have another look at what it's going to look like. And by the way, my friends, I really wanted to come and talk to you about this building today. The earlier the better. I really was hoping to do it earlier this week, because tonight they're having the brokerage representing this project is having the official launch webinar, and it's going to go far and wide. I want to tell you that a lot of these front-facing units, which are ocean-facing, have already been reserved, my friends, if you can imagine that. And this has been even before the official launch. I'm not surprised. You know, okay, more renders of what the building would look like. Okay, we've already seen some of these. I mean, because it's such a new project, I don't even think they finished with all the renders, so we don't have that many renders. But we do have a video that I want to share with you. Let me see if I'll be able to. Hopefully I can. That shows the location, like the drone location. Video. Okay. I thought it was okay. Oh yeah, there is a video that shows. Okay. Well, this actually shows you what the view is from each level. So planta baja means ground floor, and they're planning on putting a green wall there. Okay, so first floor, this is what in Canada and the US we would call the second floor. As you can see, my friends, we already have ocean views. That's how close we are. Okay. And of course, the higher up we go, the more impressive those ocean views will get. This is actual drone pictures taken from that respective level, from the height of that level. Okay. And so we have 6 floors plus the rooftop. I guess they are doing what we have in Playa. And as you can see, my friends, right now, okay, we do have a handful of houses here. This is that government facility that I was telling you about, where they inspect the shipping containers. So over here, this cannot be built ever. Now, will some of these houses eventually get torn down? I believe this is also government buildings, from what I recall being here. This does look to me like a house. Okay, even if they were to build perhaps some of these buildings, you're still going to have pretty panoramic views, all around. Okay, over here, there's a school that's been there for something like upwards of 20 years. It's not going to be, it belongs to the government. It's a school, it's a daycare. And then, so 6 floors plus the rooftop. The rooftop views, as you can see, are just absolutely stunning. Oh my goodness, I'm getting confused. So they actually have 7 floors? Oh my goodness, I'm surprised. But I think the reason they allowed them to even build that high is because literally at the back, you cannot build at the back. All you have is the jungle and the lagoon. So you're not really blocking anybody else's view. And so, oh my goodness, so 7 floors plus the rooftop. Wow, spectacular. Okay, let me see if there's anything else. I feel like there was a video somewhere. Maybe not a video. Okay. Well, I do want to tell you the developer is an established developer. Mind you, this is like a huge curriculum vitae. Let's see, 113 pages of background on the developer. It's It's only Spanish, but I want to just show you some of the stuff that some of the buildings they've done. But they're saying that they have projects in 6 different states of the Mexican Republic, 18 different cities, lots of a solid portfolio of buildings so far. Okay, this is what they did in Cuernavaca, which is a city south of Mexico City. I would say about 2 hours south of Mexico City. Much smaller building, but okay, they tell you what they were selling for. This is like a loft building. Okay, more about that particular building. Okay, this is another development they've done. I'm not sure where this is located. Anyway, my friends, I don't want to go through the whole 113 pages, but as you can see, they do have there are quite a few more developments. These are like luxury townhouses from what I can tell. Okay. Anyway, the fact that they operate in 6 different Mexican states, 18 different cities, it tells you that they know what they're doing. And again, if anybody wants to see the CV of the developer up close, happy to provide it to you, my friends. And so let's get into the pricing and the availability. Like I said, even though this project hasn't been even officially announced, they've not done the official launch, and yet we already have, as you can see, a number of units reserved. Not surprisingly, my friends, the upper floor units I see. So 1, 2, 3 looks to me like I see. So we have the underground parking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is 6 floors plus the rooftop. Maybe they're hoping that they'll be allowed to build a 7th, which is why they took those pictures. But as it stands right now, this is what's being offered. So all the units that you see in red have already been reserved. So we still have a handful of Anthony. Shh, por favor. My son is home from school, of course. So as you can see, we still have a handful of higher floor units still available. At the same time, even if you were to get yourself one of these, first floor / second floor units, you still have an ocean view. Okay. I was gonna see if yeah, what I need to figure out is, so they have, it looks to me like there are 2 towers. Oh man, I really wish, okay, never mind. Bottom line, I did look at the price list, and I've shared this with you guys before. Because of the variation in the US dollar price versus the peso, it used to be that in this area prices would always get coded in US dollars. Increasingly now developers have gone to pricing in pesos. If we do the conversion based on the current USD to peso exchange rate, we're looking at a starting price point of about 230K, with those higher floor units, the highest floor units being priced at around 249 USD. So you saw the kind of views you can count on. Now, as a reminder, these units come equipped, meaning they come with all the kitchen appliances. They come with the they call it canceleria, all the the glass in the bathroom, the kitchen cabinetry. The only thing really missing is the furniture. And again, I'm pretty sure the developer will provide a furniture package closer to the delivery date. By the way, the delivery for this project is planned for December of next year. Okay. Again, my friends, these are studio units. These are not lifestyle units. I don't think, unless you're a solo, like if you're a single individual who really appreciates tranquility, Puerto Morelos definitely offers that. It's a very quaint, very peaceful, zen place to be, especially I'm referring to the beach side of Puerto Morelos in particular. And so I looked at the price list. Yes, I was sharing with you the price list in pesos, but I told you what we're looking at. I'm trying to think if there's anything. That's it for now, mis amigos. I'm gonna just stop sharing. Yeah, where are we? I'll go back to my screen. Yes. So I was just gonna say, if you are seeking, if you're somebody, perhaps a digital nomad that is wanting to move here and maybe live in your unit, I think a studio unit would be okay. I have had single clients who have purchased a studio unit for them to live in multiple months out of the year, even most of the year. That being said, I see this project as more for an investor, because realistically, for most people, they would prefer to have more living space if they're looking for a lifestyle unit. But this, of course, who wouldn't want to have an ocean view unit that they can personally enjoy if they come visit? And at the same time, if you are looking for an investment, I think compared to what else we have available in the marketplace, this is a unique offering, which is why you could see a lot of the units have already been reserved. You can reserve a unit with as little as 50,000 pesos, which is about, well, it used to be about 2,500 US. Now it's a bit more than that. But again, this would be a refundable deposit, refundable for 2 weeks, and then you have time to do your due diligence or to have your lawyer do your due diligence if this is something you want to move forward on. Because this is a preventa, also known as a pre-sale, everything can be done remotely. So you could be in the US or in Canada or elsewhere in the world. You could do all these initial steps of the process remotely. Typically after the 2 week, oh yeah, one thing I forgot to share is the payment plans. Their standard payment plan is 30, 60, 10, and there are other options from there on. We didn't get into the details, but in other words, after the 2 weeks refundability period, as with most pre-construction projects in the Riviera Maya, you're expected to put down a 30% down payment. And then again, the developer offers different payment options, whether you want to pay maybe 60% of the purchase price during the construction or maybe 40%. There is some flexibility on that, okay? And they are open to offers. So those in between payments can be negotiated, but definitely the 30% down payment that needs to happen in order for you to get your hot little hands on a beautiful project like this. Most of my clients who are Canadian and even some American clients, they usually will try to access equity in one of their properties back home, whether it's a principal residence or a rental property they may have. That will usually be your cheapest money, even though I know interest rates have gone up back home. There is no financing available for pre-construction projects. So because it's a pre-construction opportunity, you as a client have to come up with the funds from your own resources. We do have some projects, but this is not one of them, where even if it is a pre-construction project, the developer will offer what we call 30/70, a 30/70 payment plan. And how that works is you put down the 30%, and then the 70% you can pay upon delivery, and that could potentially come from a mortgage. This project does not offer that. Honestly, they because it's such an attractive location, and with that privileged location, they know they're going to sell regardless. So they don't need to be that generous with their payment plans, and they'd rather play it safe, make sure they're capitalized and able to build on schedule, on time, on schedule. And I'm sure they will be, the way reservations have been going and sales have been going for this project. My friends, if you have any interest at all, I encourage you to reach out to me. And like I said, you could get yourself your hands on one of these units with 50,000 pesos refundable deposit. If you'd like to reach out to me, best way is via WhatsApp. Usually I get those messages. If you're watching this on Facebook, you can also send me a message. My response time on Facebook can be a few days sometimes, but on WhatsApp I tend to respond a little faster. And I'm also at my email address, info@freedomplaya.com. Thanks, my friends, for watching this, and I look forward to being in touch and look forward to sharing more about the wonders of the Riviera Maya. Okay, have a wonderful, and my goodness, well, again, happy spring and see you soon. Blessings.